almost died in Indonesia, I discovered Indonesian coba gandeng and I ended up falling in love with. That is my 2025 recap about my journey in Indonesia. Hi guys, this is Tom Yum. I'm from Thailand and today we also have a reindeer ear. No, not a ear, a horn. And since the year is ending, I want to share my completely chaotic, funny, scary, stupid, beautiful memories about traveling Indonesia with you guys. Yeah, from almost dying on the day one to the best thing that ever happened to me in Indonesia in both 2024 and 2025. It's 2 in 1, but yeah, let's get started. The first time I was in Indonesia was in 2024. When I arrived in Jakarta, the first feeling when I saw Jakarta with my own eyes was like, wait, does look exactly like Bangkok. The only thing that it made me feel different besides from the honking part was the way people dress. I mean, I barely visited Muslim majority countries before, so when I arrived in Indonesia and saw many people wearing hijabs, long sleeve, long pants, and there's there like a halal signs everywhere, I feel like, wow, I'm really about to experience new cultures here. After I arrived in Indonesia, many Indonesians would ask me the same questions. So, what's your biggest culture shock here? I remember this one time I visited Bandung and me and the Lontong dude, we went to the restaurant together. It was an Indonesian restaurant. And during that time, Lontong left the table and I was sitting there alone. I haven't ordered anything yet. And suddenly, there's a waiter came with many dishes on his hand and then he put all the dishes on the table. So basically, my table was full of many dishes. I was a little bit confused and I was like, wait, it's like a buffet restaurant or is it like all you can eat? And I literally was like this close to open the plastic wrap on every dishes and try every dishes one by one. But suddenly, Lontong came back and he just like, stop! He told me, this is not all-you-can-eat restaurant. Basically, this is the type of Indonesian restaurant that the waiter will put many dishes on the table. And then if you want to eat it, you just open the plastic wrap and eat it. And after you finish eating it, you need to pay it as the amount that you ate. Luckily, he told me in time because if not, I might end up become a new dishwasher at the restaurant because I might try everything because it looks so good and end up having no money to pay them. But you know, this type of restaurant sometimes gives me troubles because while I was traveling, I like to send the food photo to my mom and every time I take photo in the Indonesian restaurant that have like many dishes on the table, my mom always be like, what? You eating too much? How's you gonna get thinner? And I was like, oh no mom, I didn't eat all of it. It's just like the waiter came to the table and put many dishes on the table for me. And my mom just like, And I was like, I'm being honest, the waiter just do that. But my mom just feel like it's unbelievable because who's gonna put like many dishes on the table for you? Trust issue in the family. Talking about food, even though I didn't have any dishes that kinda like shocked me the most, but I do have the drinks that kinda surprised me the most. I remember when I was in Malang 2024, I finished cramming Bromo and then me and Lontong went to an Indonesian restaurant together and I was talking with the waiter and he recommended me one drink, which it was so interesting because it was the cola with the condensed milk combining together. And I was so shocked because I never seen somebody drinking milk with soda before. Because in Thailand, mainly if we're going to drink soda, we like to pair it with the alcohol instead of milk. And this is not the only time because there's another time in Bandung that I ordered red Fanta with condensed milk together. And I think it was very interesting drink. But while I was drinking it, I just couldn't stop thinking about, isn't it too sweet? How many Indonesians got diabetes per year? And the funny part is, after I post about cola with condensed milk on my social media, there's so many Indonesians comment about, what? They have it? I never seen it before. And I was shocked because you guys shocked about it. apart from the food, there also something that surprised me too. It was a place called Bukit Merese in Lombok. Actually, this place wasn't in my plan at first because I originally planned to go to Bromo, and after finish climbing Bromo, I plan to go to Kawajian later. But sadly, I just know the news that Kawajian during that time was closed. So that night in Bromo, I was like, I don't care anymore. I came to Indonesia. I want to travel as much as possible. So I just booked a flight to Lombok and go to Lombok next morning. But when I first entered the area, I honestly thought, it doesn't look good. I mean, from the outside when I visit there, it looked like abandoned place, and there's not so many people, there's no shops, there's not really like a sign that it's a travel destination at all. It looks like a desert with a very dry mountain. But after I walk up on the top, I was jaw dropped. It was truly wonderful. Like, it was so beautiful. I couldn't imagine that it's gonna be this beautiful. And the Lontong dude told me that before I visit this place, it used to be much more beautiful than I saw right now. But because it haven't rained for a while, so many plants and flowers dry up. But for me, even without many flowers or plants, this place still looks so beautiful. I remember something that happened to me on my first day in Indonesia on my latest trip. So actually me and Lontong went to the restaurant before and everything was good. But this time we ordered the food a bit different because Lontong decided to order a seafood dishes. And actually I didn't eat that seafood dish at all. I only drank the soup. Apparently I allergic to something in that. I think maybe the restaurant might use some preservative or chemicals to preserve that seafood. So that night after finish eating it, everything hit me at once. I started to have a stomach ache and then diarrhea, nauseous, dizziness. My face were full of red rashes, and the scariest part, my breathing started getting harder. So I decided to ask Lontong to help me. So he brought me to a pharmacy near like my hotel. And when I arrived at the pharmacy shop, the pharmacy itself also looked very scary because the pharmacy was locked and there was just like a little tiny window on the wall where the pharmacist gonna open and talk with you. I honestly feel like we're in a crime movie, like we were doing some illegal drug deal or something. And while Lontong was talking to the pharmacist about my symptoms through that little tiny window, I saw one guy in the pharmacy. He was literally lying down on the floor. And what shocked me the most, he was sleeping underneath a huge motorcycle. And I was like, wait, is it real? And I thought maybe the allergy made me some hallucination until I asked Lontong, did you see it? And Lontong said, yeah, he also saw that guy sleeping underneath the motorcycle inside the pharmacy too. And I was like, wow. I think it's Indonesian people's special skills. They can sleep in any position and everywhere. Anyway, that's it. Luckily, the medicine worked well and I'm still alive until nowadays. I think the worst experience I have in Indonesia was in one famous national park. And when we arrived there, we about to buy tickets to get inside and we want to pay by card. But the staff insists and he said he didn't accept the card. And me and Lontong was getting confused because we checked it before and it seems like they accept card. And especially Lontong also visit that place before and he know it accept card. So we went to the ATM, we got cash, we returned. But the original staff wasn't there anymore. So there's a new staff and she's a female staff walked towards us and then asked us about like how we would like to pay. So Lontong asked her that, is it possible to pay by card? And the female staff says, yes, they accept card. And at that point, I was feel a little bit weird why the first staff need to lie about it. But it didn't end there. After we paying to enter the park, we drove past one area and decided to stop to take photos. Suddenly, there's a staff member came and told us that this area is closed. But if we want to enter, we need to pay them extra. And I was so confused because like at this place, there's no closed or open sign. There's no ticket price, there's no ticket routes, there's like nothing at all. And the staff just came and asked me and Lontong to pay more. And it was so expensive. It's like 300k per person. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna pay it. This is so weird. There are literally no side law that we need to pay. I mean, I don't have problems about paying, but if you want me to pay, at least make it official. Give me a receipt. Show me like the price sign. Honestly, it's very annoying and ruining my mood. I mean, it's a national park, right? And we already pay for the ticket to get inside. You know, I feel like a place that's under a country's authority, it's supposed to be a transparent and fair. A staff should be someone who we can rely on and trust them, not being like this. And I don't think it was only me who experienced this, but many foreign travelers also talking about this kind of problems too. But even those bad experiences happen, it didn't make me hate Indonesian people. Actually, this year, I finally found the Indonesian showwalk genting that I really like. So this year was actually the first year I discovered an Indonesian showwalk genting for me. It happened while I was watching a TV show called Physical Asia. It was one of my favorite shows. Basically, it's about finding the strongest team in Asia. And this season, they have many competitors come from many countries, and Indonesia and Thailand also a part of it. But there was one Indonesian player that I totally have a celebrity crush on him. He's Glenn Victor Sutanto. He was kind of my type. He looked so nice, tall, tan skin, has a tattoo. And he gave me the vibe of, you know, a good boy vibe, but not that good, a bad boy vibe, but not that bad. Like a good bad boy. And when he was competing against with other team, I just feel like, wow, he looks so cool. And spoiler alert, even he got hurt and lost to the game, I still think he literally like so cool. Actually, this year was also the first year that Indonesian artist was on the top list on my playlist. I mean, since last time I visit Indonesia, I also listen to many Indonesian music, and I also have couple favorite songs, but there's one song that really like stand out for me. The song I listened to the most this year, according to Apple Music, was from Ran. It's called Pandangan Pertama. I know it was an old song, but I really liked the live version of this song. Actually, the Lontong dude was the one who recommended me to listen to these songs, and when I listened to it, I really like it. I have no idea about the meaning at all, but even I didn't understand anything at all, I feel like the music is so lively and make me feel so happy. And one day if I have a chance, I hope I can see Ran perform live. And you know, last thing that I want to recap about it is I was totally falling in love with one thing in Indonesia, and it was Bali. Honestly, I didn't really do a research about Bali before. I heard many people say that Bali was so beautiful, but I didn't really pay attention to Bali that much because I didn't want to go to Bromo. Until I visited there, on the first step when I was in Bali, I was like, wow, this place so amazing. Like, I know why everybody's love Bali already. I feel like every corners in Bali were so beautiful and unique that I understand why their Indonesian tourism slogans like wonderful Indonesia, because it's totally wonderful. The temples in Bali looks like they came straight out from Indiana Jones movie. It's full of mystery, history, and also magic vibe. Every time I visit temples in Bali, I felt excited like a little kid exploring the new world. And you know, the Bali beach was like, oh my god, some place just feel like paradise. It is so beautiful that I don't have any word to describe it. And beyond the beach was the sunset. I feel like Bali's sunset felt so unreal. I spent around 1 week in Bali, and I remember like almost every evening I was sitting on the beach, looking at the sea, looking at the skies, and just slowly watching the sky turn into pink, into orange, to purple. And this might sound crazy, but the Bali skies make me realize something that really deep in my heart. It was the moment I felt like the world is so beautiful, and if I ever gave up on myself, I would regret it for the the rest of my life. It made me want to live more, dream more, and fight for my future even more to come back to visit this place again. And I know it sounds cliche because everybody loves Bali, right? But I cannot deny how Bali becomes such a good memories for me while traveling in Indonesia. I love this place so much that my phone wallpaper here is Bali. And that's my recap from both 2024 and 2025. There are still many things that I haven't mentioned because we might not have enough time in this video, but I might share more about my travel adventures in the next video clips. And lastly, I just want to say that actually this year a very tough year for me, but one of the most memorable things for me is starting to do my own channel. I really want to give a huge thank you to all of you who supporting me, both here in YouTube and on other social media as well. It truly means so much. And I hope that next year I will have more chance to go back to Indonesia and create even more contents for you all. Again, thank you so much. Hope you guys have a good time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!